Hi guys, Peter Finch here, and today we are going to be looking at exactly how much it costs to play golf. Now this is a video that a lot of people have been asking for, and this video I've been wanting to do for quite some time, and considering I am currently stuck at home today looking after the little dog, I thought it might as well be a good time to actually have a look at what is on offer. And there's a few different ways I'm going to be looking at this. So I'm going to be looking at the cost. First of all, if you're trying to start off from the beginning, so you've never played golf before, what that's going to be like. If you're an experienced golfer, how much is that going to be per year? And also some different price ranges. So if you're trying to do it dirt cheap, to if money is no option. That'll be a lovely fun one to do. Now, all my research here is going to be based around what is available in Manchester, that is where I'm living. But if you're living in the south of the United States, in Australia, then you can follow the same type of format to see how much you should be spending in a year, or how much you could be spending within a year. That's just like being back to my journalism days. And with that in mind, the first thing I need to do is get a coffee. So what do you need to play golf? So you first of all need technique. So as far as what you're doing with your swing, with your short game, with your putting and all the rest of it. The next thing you need is equipment, so the actual clubs, the balls, all that. And then you need somewhere to play, somewhere to practice. This is like the coolest mug. Well, I say cool. So let's start with clubs, because at the end of the day, if you don't have the clubs, you won't be able to build the technique. So that's kind of key. And what I'm going to do here is go in with a few different options. So certainly super cheap, your options there, kind of mid-range and then higher range. Now, if you're just starting out, so if you're a new golfer, the first thing you've got to do is start asking relatives and friends and family acquaintances. Just put the word out that you are looking for clubs. Generally speaking, you will be able to pick up clubs really cheap, and in the most part, if you've got a nice family, for free. And at the end of the day, if you are looking to go certainly super cheap and you are a new golfer, the golf clubs, they don't have to be perfectly fitted. You just need something to swing where the heads aren't going to fly off. Eventually, and as soon as possible generally, you do want to get fitted. But to begin with, you can go so cheap. But let's approach this as though you are actually going to be buying some clubs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use the internet to search the local area to see what clubs are available, and I'm going to go super cheap, medium range, a decent offer, decent value for money, and then go money is no limits. So I'm just going to pull up a browser here, and I've got to be honest, this is something which I've only recently discovered. So Facebook have moved into basically doing a version of eBay, so it's called Facebook Marketplace. So if I just type in golf clubs, and let's see what you can get in this area for that type of money. So as we look through this, first of all, we're going to go super cheap, and this is probably one of the best options at this moment in time, certainly around my local area. So we got 3 hours ago, someone posted here, 30 quid, full set of Dunlop clubs. So it's got all the irons, it's got a driver 3-wood and a 5-wood. Is there a putter sneaking around in there somewhere? No way. A full set of Big Easies. Now these bad boys were literally just all hybrids. It looks like it's got a driver and a ball retriever there. 60 quid. Men's golf was free. Now you can tell by looking at those clubs, they are not the greatest. But this is just going to show that you can pick up some clubs here from free up to about 30 quid. What's that? So you're going to be looking anywhere from free in my local area up to about 30 quid to get a full set of clubs. Now yes, these are not going to be the best clubs in the world, absolutely no doubt. But for a cheap, I'm just getting started, never played golf before, need some bats, here you go. Now, next place we're going to have a look at, if you've got a little bit more budget, I'm going to go to Golf Bidder. Now, Golf Bidder we do videos with, and we've just filmed the second-hand club challenge. But one of the best things about Golf Bidder is the quality of the equipment that they offer, and the price that they offer it at is pretty cheap. So on that first offering, we've had from 0 to about 50 quid, and now let's have a little bit of a look at what you can get for, let's say 200 to 300 quid. So let's have a little bit of a look through this. Now I've gone down to irons, so what's going to be decent value? If we go down to Wilson or Cleveland, both of those do relatively underrated irons. Let's go Cleveland. Check these bad boys out. So these Cleveland CG1 irons, so a bladed iron. I'm obviously looking at this because it's kind of what I like to see. But 114 quid for a full set. So stiff shaft 4 to pitching wedge. So I'm gonna add that to my basket and then I'm gonna jump back in. Let's go into this again. Let's have a little bit of a look at Callaway as far as the fairway woods go. There are some good ones here. I tell you what, that 2004 Big Bertha one, add that to my basket. So Mizuno do very, very underrated wedges. So I reckon I'll be able to pick one up here for super, super cheap. Let's have a look. Just gonna go for about 56 if I can. 20 quid for a black nickel. Yes, sir, sign me up. So we've got yes putters, gotta go back into yes. Ooh, a Cali. Well, that's quite pricey. Oh, I'll add it. I'll add it, why not? Yes, please. So there's a working set of clubs for about 218 quid. Now, obviously none of these are fitted. You can go on eBay, try and do something similar, and we've not got a driver in there. But that is a workable set for 218 quid. Now, the top end of the market, well, it's one of those things. You could spend literally as much as you want. So you could go to PXG and spend thousands and thousands of pounds on golf clubs. You know, that's at the very top end. There's lots of others at the top end as well. Or you can go to a Callaway, a Ping, a Mizuno, something like that. But if you have that money to spend at that end of the market, then I would encourage you to get fully custom fit before you actually make a purchase. And you can also buy and you can purchase basically a custom fit session where you could get yourself custom fit, pay for it, and then go on a golf bidder and actually try and search for something in your specs. That is also an option that you have. Now, balls are an interesting one because, again, this is an option to go super, super cheap to super, super expensive. So you can start at the top end with Pro Vs and things like that, where you're gonna be spending about £40 for a dozen balls. However, there is a lot of scope to spend a lot less money. Now, one of my favorite things to do is to bulk buy lake balls. What used to be one of my favorite things to do. I'm in a very fortunate position now where I don't have to actually pay for balls. But let's go on eBay. So again, there's lots of different options here. So we've got basically 100 tricks and soft bill golf balls, which are very, very good. Again, this is if you're just starting out. And that's actually starting on a bid. So 0.01 pence at this moment in time. But if you have a look at this, 50 tricks and distance golf balls, grade A, obviously, it depends how they classify grade A, but £21.95 for 50. Now that's going to see you through a fair bit of time when you're actually playing. So again, some decent deals to be had. So once you've got the main bits of equipment, I mean, other bits of accessories that you can need, so like tees, you know, towels, just stuff like that. And again, you can spend as much or as little money as you want there. So you don't need a specific golf towel, for example. Just get a rubbish towel from home and use that. You know, it's doing the same job. And you've other big accessories that you can buy, like rangefinders. However, this is one of the areas where golf has changed over the last 10 years. So rangefinders 10 years ago, pretty expensive, hard to get. Now that's become commoditized. So you've got apps now, so I use My Round Pro, which do it for free. So the next thing you're gonna need, certainly if you wanna play golf and certainly at some courses, is equipment as far as what you're wearing on your body, also known as clothing. Ah dear, and you wonder why I stopped being a proper journalist. So I've got to deal with Adidas, so I don't need to pay for any of my clothing. Now that's obviously a big advantage. I've got a whole range of different outfits I can don. But if you don't want to spend that much money on golf clothing, if you are going to be playing a golf course, and even if it's more of an upmarket golf course, all you need is a pair of golf shoes, which again, going on Facebook Marketplace, you can get some really cheap ones. Yes, they're going to be secondhand. You don't know the reliability, but you get some very cheap ones. You can go to a Sports Direct, you can go to a website, you can spend very little money on golf shoes. Trousers, so you can buy those at really any high street store for very, very cheap. And then a collared shirt, again, you can pick one up for a £5. Hey mate, you're doing really, really well. That's it. Good boy, good boy. Now you stay resting, I won't be that much longer, okay? So on to technique and how you can amass a good technique for pretty much free, and then on how you can be spending a little bit more money as well. The first thing to say is nothing can replace the value of one-to-one golf lessons. And we'll get onto that in a moment about the costs and how much that can actually be for people. But you are watching this on YouTube. You know, you are watching this on a platform where you have access to information which 15, 20 years ago would have cost so much money. Again, information in this area has become commoditized. You can train yourself completely by using YouTube if you go about it the right way. So if I just open the golf along here now, this is basically going to be one of my playlists. I'll just get it up for you now. So playlist, the golf along. So there's 18 videos within this video series. So 18 videos within this series that I did. Now this is basically taking you right from stretching all the way to grip, to aim, pre-shot routine, fundamentals review, the takeaway, the swing play and wrist hinge, top of the swing, transition, Look at all that information that is there. 18 videos that you can work at throughout the course of a year pretty much to improve your game. That is there for free. You can go on there, you can check it out, and I'll include the link in the video, but go for it. Just use those videos. Now this is one option, but nothing can really replace the improvements that can be made with one-to-one coaching, because with videos online, you can be looking at something, you can be trying something, and you've no real knowledge of if that's 100% correct for you. With a YouTube video, I'm relying on other people to interpret what I'm saying and include that to within their own game correctly, but there's no guarantee. Now, I'm just gonna pull up a website here. So I've pulled the Get Into Golf website up here, and let's go London. Let's go London, just for a change of scenery. So look at this at Datchet. So Sunday the 15th of April, so if you're around, check it out. Learn golf for free on the 15th of April. Adults and juniors, 1 till 6, 40 places available, and it's free. You can get free individual coaching. Well, it's gonna be in a group, but you know what I mean. You're gonna have PJ coaches looking at you and then trying to get you to learn this game for no cost. Need another coffee needed, actually. A decaf this time. So the next bit of this, and something which many people worry about probably the most, is the cost of playing. Now, the cost of playing is very much dependent on the quality of the golf course and the type of golf course that you actually want to play at. So you can pick up some pretty cheap deals, especially now moving into the spring and the summer months when it gets a little bit lighter in the evening, on twilight deals and stuff, where you can go to different courses and play sometimes, especially around Manchester, for a tenner for 18 holes. So the options are, you can join a club, get your handicap, become a member, and do that classic thing that a lot of golfers like to do, which I have to say I am a fan of, but that, away from my tripod. But that isn't the only option. So you can take that money and you can have a great time going around different courses, especially in the summer and the spring, actually spending less money on twilight deals. This is the Altrincham Golf Club website. Now this is a council-owned course, so it's a public course where anyone can go play. And let's just have a look at some of these offers. So Monday to Friday, 18 holes is 15 quid, Saturday and Sunday it's £18. If you're age 5 to 11, it's free if you're with an accompanying adult, which is great. And then 11 to 18 years old, Monday to Friday, it's £5. Wow, £5 Monday to Friday, £5 Saturday, Sunday, and that's after 3 p.m. and 12 noon, so almost like a little bit of a twilight deal. So you can get some pretty cheap offers. Now, this is in contrast to, let's say, a more established club around Manchester. Let's say, well, Withington, that's pretty much next door. So for golfers aged 28 and over, you can join our club as a full 7-day member for £699. Now that's, oi, tripod away. Yeah, dog's woken up, he's causing a bit of chaos now. 699 quid for a 7-day member, that's £13.50 per week. And then you get other options on there as well. In addition, we've made arrangements for Ashton-under-Lyne and Marple golf clubs that mean our full members can play these courses absolutely free of charge, 6 days a week all throughout the year. So if you join Withington, you can pay 700 quid and get access to 3 courses pretty much the entire year. One of the only problems you have around Manchester is that the courses are pretty much all sitting in the Mersey Basin. Now what that means is in the winter, if it rains hard, a lot of the courses do close. So again, it's that debate whether you spend, say, 700 quid on joining a good course like Withington, or if you redeploy that money and spend it as and when throughout the year. Now, if you don't want to join a club and you don't want to go to a local council run course, there are again more options. So I pulled a website up here called GolfNow. So if you don't want to join the club and you're not really interested in playing a council-run course, let's have a little bit of a look at this and let's see what offers are available. So Shringley Hall, which is a decent track, so between 7 AM and 4:50, prices from £9 to £12.50. Manchester Golf Club from 12 to 20 quid. 12 quid at Halifax, which is obviously a little bit further away. Hazel Grove, 12 to 20 quid. Gathurst, 18 to 30. Blackburn, 11 to 14. So you can go on a website like this and you can search for decent deals on where to go play. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. And probably what you can tell a little bit about what we've talked through today is that golf doesn't have to be as expensive as it necessarily was. So golf for a long time was pretty elitist, very expensive. But now, because there's a lot of golf clubs out there, because people are spending less money on memberships, the price of golf is generally coming down. Coaching you can get for free, and clubs, if you're willing to recycle, you can pretty much get for free. It doesn't have to be an expensive game. It all depends on how much work you're willing to put into research and how much time you're willing to put into actually searching out for those deals. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Please comment below if you think there's anything that's been missed out here, any hidden expenses that I've not quite covered, apart from travel. I mean, travel's the same for anything though, but please let me know. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hit that like button as well. Comment below, let me know what you think. Follow me on my other social media platforms as well. And I'm going to have to start playing with you now, aren't I, mate? Come here. Come on. You come on. Now you've been a good boy. You've been a good boy. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to have to try and edit this while he's all excited. And we'll see you down here next time. Might try and get some late night ball flights in tonight if I can leave you for a few minutes. Is that okay? Okay. See you next time.